write today's power was size change. Originally, I think it was supposed to be teleportation, but then I ended up drawing a city, and I was like, this looks really good, so we ended up changing it. Um, in terms of the actual drawing, I actually feel super proud of this one. I think this was a very good use of 2 point perspective, for the background. I think my only real critique of it is I just really hate coloring. I mean, I think especially in the context of like a cityscape, like because coloring people is like fine, but like it's just so mentally exhausting when you're just like you've kind of already done everything, right? Like because in my mind, once I have everything like drawn out, there is like this level of like that was it, like we're done, right? And it's just nope, still have to color, and it's like I don't want to, and especially with buildings, it's like there's so many things I would have to give a shit about. Like so it's so laborious. That's why probably for these future endeavors where I do like in terms of like my actual comic book and stuff, I don't plan on at least originally having it be colored in, just because it's just not worth it. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. It is just not worth it. I mean, because I think the black and white looks a lot better, looks a lot cleaner. Um, it's just because like you can tell how much effort I put into this first building, and then I was like, dude, I had to do this for so many more. And so eventually I was just like, I'll put the posing in such a way where it can kind of hide some of the imperfections. Mostly because I would just rather leave these buildings as like blank cubes with like a couple rectangles in them. And it's like, well, you can do that with colors. And it's like, no, you can't. Because there's an implication. Because, like, look, again, look how much effort I put into this first one, right? Like, there was some real elbow grease poured into making that look pretty. Fuck, I was just like, dude, I gotta do this again. Like, because, like, dude, that was one building. That took like, that took like 40 minutes for a building. I hadn't even drawn the guy yet. So, for the sake of time, just because I have some plans, I literally was like, I'm going to have to draw less simply because I have plans later today, and I thought that this would take way too goddamn long to figure out how to do. So yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah, I made the rest of the buildings relatively simpler. I still tried to make it varied. The issue with architecture that I've realized is I just hate it. I hate the concept of it. I hate drawing it. It's just like because you in cities, if you go into the real world, I don't know if you've ever been there, but like if you ever go into the real world, in cityscapes, there is like the buildings are all fundamentally different from each other, right? Like one building is gonna look the same as the one next to it. The issue is I really want that to be the case. I really, really want that because it would make my life so much easier. Also, I do really like the posing here. I think that this is a very dynamic pose, which was another highlight of drawing this. Because because you can tell that like this is not like finished in the slightest. Like it was, but it's just so like mentally laborious to try to get it through. I do really like the way I drew the hand. But the feet, not so much. And the feet are there. Just because I knew that I'd write size where I put the shoe, so it was like, what am I gonna? Okay, I'm gonna put the effort in to draw a good foot just for it to get covered up. Like, come on, because that's something that always annoys me. Anytime I like put the effort in and then I still have it end up getting covered up by like smoke or something. But regardless, again, I do really like the black and white here. I think it looks good. I think the hand looks defined. I think like again, it looks like a okay manga panel, right? And I I don't know, I kind of think there's a part of me that's just like, dude, I cannot. I really wish I could just go back to making these videos as black and white because I prefer to color and draw in black and white. But it's like, but then the thumbnail's not as good, unfortunately. So unfortunately, it's just I do kind of feel like I have to. It's also like better for me as an artist, but you can see like even just the way I'm coloring here is sloppy at best. I mean, it is. You can tell the mental fatigue, like the mental load that I had from those buildings. It was just like, dude, just let me get through it. Let me get through this. So that was fun, of course. Um, regardless. This is still, I think it wasn't a bad drawing. It's definitely not the worst I've done. It's probably not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Regardless, I had fun doing it. I don't know. I was trying to mid max my effort on these last buildings. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like this picture. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting enough. So you know, that's basically my critique of it. It's just kind of it's fine. It's okay. It's nothing great, nothing spectacular, right? But I did want to put at least some elbow grease into that one. But yeah, you can see even like the windows are just kind of splotches of color. This is just oh, I was so tired, so very tired. Yeah, and then I wanted to just kind of see what the black and white would look like, just in case, you know. You know. And so I was kind of I wanted to go with a purple. I don't know why. I think I just like the color purple. In all honesty, but I think I go with a lighter. Yeah, I think I go with a lighter shade of purple. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow.